Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another ad hoc edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. Today in this video we are going to talk about African men. I want to know what is the difference and what are the things that we can learn as diasporan men, as African diasporan men. What can we learn from our African continental counterparts? It's an interesting question. I want to get into it. First, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, and click the bell notification. Yes, African continental men and diasporan men are pretty much the same when it comes to our needs and wants, right? We're pretty simple. We're men, by the way, so it's not difficult to make us happy. However, when it comes to women, we seem to have different ethoses when it comes to how to have a relationship, keep it long term, keep it happy as well. We're just different. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Now, what gave me an idea to make this video was watching another video on another YouTube channel called the Acheampong family. Now, I know I just butchered that name, okay? Give me a break. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Acheampong or something like that. Acheampong. They are a family from out of the Netherlands who came to live in Ghana. It was supposed to be short term. They ended up falling in love with Ghana. They fell in love with it, and so they started making plans to make their stay in Ghana permanent. And I think at one point they were sort of struggling and thinking about moving back to the Netherlands. I think they had planned to stay in Ghana for a year, and I think it was coming towards the end of that year, the end of it. I think their money, the resources were starting to deplete, and they didn't really have any other idea of how to he could have got a job easily back in the Netherlands. The father of the family, you see, it's a family, and two kids, a little girl, a little boy, and a beautiful mother, beautiful father. And the father couldn't really find employment in the work that he was doing, but he could do it easily in the Netherlands. So I think they were planning to go back to the Netherlands, they ended up having a interview with Wadamaya, who essentially saved them, gave them a lifeline, because within 2 months their YouTube account went up by 20,000 subscribers. I think they're around 30,000 subscribers at this moment, and they're able to live a pretty comfortable life in Ghana. And I believe they are just full-time YouTubers now, which is brilliant. It's beautiful to see how that has worked out for them. Now, I believe it was Anna Acheampong. Anna is the tall, beautiful mother of the family. It was her idea to make this video, and it is essentially a video where she goes out onto the street with two other quite prominent YouTubers. I believe one of them is Anna Governor. That's it, Anna Governor. I'm going to put all the links to their YouTube channels in the comment section below. In the description, I should say. And Wendy Minter. So these two ladies, all three ladies are beautiful, by the way. I mean, you can see that on the thumbnail. All three of them are stunning young ladies. But what they were trying to prove was whether the men would prefer a light-skinned girl over the two dark-skinned girls. Okay, so Anna Acheampong is quite light-skinned, red-skinned. Well, I shouldn't be saying red-skinned, should I? Right? Is that offensive? Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, light-skinned. We'll say light-skinned. And the other two girls are more my complexion. Okay, they're quite dark-skinned. So they said, okay, we'll put ourselves in a line and we'll get some guys on the street, random guys on the street, and we'll ask them who they would choose to marry just by the way they look. And for me, the answers were just incredible. I'm going to put one or two, let's do three. I'm going to do three of them. Three little clips from these guys on what they said. Take a look, and we'll try and dissect it afterwards. Why not? Let's try and do that. So here's the first one.
If I'm giving you the opportunity to choose between these three beautiful girls, which one will you choose, and why will you choose?
I would choose the middle one.
The middle one?
Yeah.
The middle one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why will you choose the middle one?
Because the middle one, if you choose fair one,
okay,
the money will be too much.
Oh, so you mean if you choose, then the fair one is expensive, right?
Yes.
That one was brilliant, that first one. Okay, so he says, listen, I'm going to go for the short, dark-skinned, pretty one. I think her name is Amma. Amma Governor. So that's who he chose, the one with the sunglasses. He said, listen, I wouldn't choose the tall, light-skinned one because she just looks like she's too expensive. She looks like she's going to cost a lot to run, which is a beautiful answer. It tells me this man is saying, listen, right, if I'm taking this woman on, she's my responsibility. She's only my responsibility, and I will have to take care of her. I will have to pay the bills. I will need to take care of everything, okay? And for me, for this lady here, she looks like she's going to be too much for me to take care of. That's a very cool answer. It tells us a lot straight away from that first one about how African men think, okay? We're going to go into another one as well. Let's take a look at another one.
I'm giving you opportunity to choose between these three beautiful ladies. One of them to marry. Tell me which one you are going to pick. Which one are you going to pick?
I'll pick this one.
You pick the one here? Why will you pick this one here and not the fair one or the one in the middle?
The expenses will come down small.
Hey, so that the expenses will come down small. What is it about her that is expensive?
No more expenses.
Come again?
No more expenses because I go free manage them.
If you manage them small.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. But what if I take the fair one?
This one, there's too much cost.
Too much cost.
So once again, he says, another guy says, listen, she's too expensive. The overhead's not worth it. Not worth it. Which is incredible. Another guy who thinks along the similar lines as the last guy. We're starting to see a pattern here, aren't we? Yeah, very practical way of thinking. He's not thinking about anything else other than having a long-term happy relationship with this woman. So when the guy asks which one would you marry, he knows which one he's going to choose because for him marriage is permanent. Great. Let's see what some other guys say.
I will take the first one.
You will take the first one. Which one is the first one? Can you point? The fair one. Yeah. Wow. Okay, why will you choose the fair one?
I like her. She's a nice girl.
Oh, okay. You like her because she's nice.
Everything will be fine.
Everything be fine.
Yeah.
But you don't like the other two.
Oh,
This guy, he chooses the light-skinned girl, finally. So, and his reason, I like her. And then he says something actually towards the end. He says, everything will be fine. Which is so cool. He just has this positive outlook. He said, yeah, I could deal with her. Everything would be good. Everything would work out. Which I really like. I really like this. I mean, once again, I believe that the answers coming from men from the diaspora would be completely different and quite opaque, if I need to be honest with you. So we're going to take a look at some more. Let's take a look.
I'll choose the first one.
Who is the first one? The short one?
Yeah.
That's Ama.
Yeah.
Why will you choose the short one, not the fair one or the middle one?
I like his color.
You like her color?
Yeah.
That's why you love to marry her?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
This one I found particularly interesting. Okay. Now, the first thing he notices about her is the color of her skin. I noticed that about her as well. She has this sort of Oreo smoothness to her skin. It's really quite incredible. I'm not sure whether any of you guys have ever touched very dark skin before, and I mean dark like nilotic dark skin before, but it doesn't feel like my skin. It doesn't feel like a light skinned person's skin. It feels completely different. It feels like whipped cream. It's incredible, and he notices this straight away. And he's like, yeah, I like her. I like her color, and he chooses her color over the light-skinned girl who's standing next to her. Very interesting. Would we have got the same answer in the diaspora? Probably not. Let's take a look again.
The short one.
Short one, no. Wow, Ama. Why will you choose the short one?
I like short people.
You like short women?
Yeah.
And you don't like fair women?
No. It'll be trouble.
Wow. Oh, okay. Thank you.
He comes in and says, okay, no, I like short women, right? Fair enough, okay. And then the presenter points out to the tall girl and says, okay, well, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? He says, no, trouble. I don't know if you caught that, but he said trouble. And I think a lot of African men can once again see the practicality of just having a beautiful girl that you find beautiful, but everybody else is going to sort of see and be like, okay, well, that's just another beautiful dark-skinned girl here in Ghana. Okay, they grow on trees here in Ghana, so you're not going to stand out. But once again, I think he believes that if you have a beautiful, tall, light-skinned girl like Anna Acheampong, all you're going to attract is trouble. If not from her, from other men trying to do things to her. Once again, a lot of practical thinking in this one. Let's keep going.
At the middle.
The one in the middle. Wow. Why the middle and not the fair one?
Fair girls, they are troublesome.
They're troublesome.
They like money.
They don't like both
They like money.
Wow. You heard it from the horse's mouth. He said, yeah, light-skinned girls, they're troublesome. Yeah, and they like money. It just goes to show that these men are thinking differently. They're a different animal on the continent than their diasporan counterparts. It's really refreshing to see this in reality. It's very refreshing. Let's see a couple more.
You need to choose one. So which one are you choosing?
I'll wife two and have one on the side.
But the option is only one.
Really?
Yep. You go for the fair one, the middle one.
Okay, well, I'm dark, so I'll go for the fair one. At least to
dark.
balance things, you know?
Okay, so why will you go for the fair one?
Because I'm dark, so I want there to be a blend in my kids. At least something interesting. Yeah.
Once again, we are seeing a bit more practical thinking. So he's being practical. Even though he chooses the tall, light-skinned woman, he's like, well, I'm dark-skinned. I want my kids to sort of have a bit of a mix, you know. So he's being practical himself. He knows that perhaps If he has a dark-skinned child with another dark-skinned woman, the child's going to come out dark-skinned. To me, that's a beautiful thing. But to him, he's thinking, once again, practically, even though it's frowned upon, of course, by us here, who believe that black is beautiful, and the darker, the better. We're going to see one or two more.
Only one. Yeah. I like the short, the middle one.
The middle one. Why will you choose the middle one and not the fair or the other one?
I think that's my taste. I like something like that, and then if I'm working with a person, I will be okay. Wow. Yeah, you know, I too, I'm a little bit taller than her, so I think, yeah,
Thank you.
she will match me very well. Okay. That's it.
Thank you.
Once again, practicality becomes before anything else. Okay, so it's incredible. He said, I'm short, the light-skinned one is tall, so no, I wouldn't go for that. I'd go for the short one. That's just practical thinking, right? So yeah, once again, would that have been different if it was in the diaspora? I think almost definitely. So in conclusion to what I saw, and by the way, there were, I think, 3 or 4 other interviews after that, and they all chose the short, dark-skinned girl with the glasses. For what reason? Well, look at her for yourself. I'm going to have to come to a conclusion here and say that African continental men are far more pragmatic than their African diasporan counterparts. I think us men in the African diaspora think a lot more with the brains in between our legs, or in my case in between my knees, or than the brains in between our ears. I think African men think more about the practical side of being in a long-term relationship more than we do. We in the diaspora, we think about, that's all we think about, don't we? In reality, that's what the most important thing is when we're coming to look at a woman and to see whether she is good for a long-term relationship. Whereas African men, they look more, they have more of a pragmatic approach to first looking for a woman. So I think that is one thing we can learn as diasporan men. I think we as diasporan men can be a lot more pragmatic when it comes to looking for our women and looking to be more in a long-term relationship than to just have fun. Don't get me wrong, having fun in a relationship is really important, but you know, finding someone, whether you're a man or whether you are a woman looking for a man or a man looking for a woman, finding that right person has more to do with what that person can do in between the sheets. It's more about what's in this person's mind, and also whether this person can fit in and you can fit into their lifestyles. Okay, so it's about an intertwining of 2 lifestyles together. So I think that's what I've found out from this video. It's brilliant to see. I really enjoyed this video. I'd like to thank the Acheampong family for making it, and I'm going to leave it there. So I'm going to thank you for watching. I'm going to be coming out with a few more other videos very soon, so keep watching this space, and I will see you in the next one. Think twice, ta-ra a bit.